Hello, Goobers. It's me, your favorite Goober. First things first, yes, the job hunt continues, but that's not what I did for the day. What I did for the day was simple. I finally found a way to put it into words. I have been yapping for so long tonight. I finally found a way to put it into words with how I've been working. So, when it comes to my manga, which I've been thinking about, that's what I did for the day. I This is my first time writing a story. This is my first time, obviously, writing a manga, because it's my first time writing a story. So, I'm an inexperienced mangaka. Like, I'm just a little goober figuring out how his brain works and all that. And part of that has been trying to understand my process. Keep in mind, I haven't looked up any tutorials on how to write or create storylines and mangas and all that. Like, I haven't, no tutorials. I've just been figuring out myself and my own process, and then I want to get like a rough draft for my entire manga before I start looking at tutorials and how-tos and all that. But with that being said, right, we'll kind of just can that idea for now because it's not important. How I work and how I operate, I've been learning about that, and one of the things that I have come to very much understand is that I have a lot of ideas for things that I want to do when it comes to characters and their relationships, both platonically and romantically. I have ideas. I have an understanding of where I want them to be, where I want them to end up, and that's amazing. Having an idea of where to work to, and then we can work from there once we eventually get there. Because keep in mind, like, I have ideas for late into the story, but I don't really have an ending or anything like that. I just have ideas for later in the story. So it's great to have kind of a goalpost to work towards, even if we're eventually going to pass it. I do enjoy knowing that I have something to work towards. And that's great, but a unique challenge that I'm facing is working backwards. It's nice to have the goalpost, but I don't necessarily have everything else that leads up to it. And so working backwards has provided me this fun but unique challenge. And I've just been kind of thinking about that, thinking about how I get from point A to point B. And yeah, it's been fun to think about. That's for sure. I'll talk more in depth on the 1 year anniversary when I do that super long yap video. But until then, I think I'll just leave that there for today. I think I've kind of gotten my point across as best as I possibly could. And I'll just leave off there. So with that being said, that is everything. Good night and good luck. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.